Hi guys, what's going on? It's JB here with a 10-15 minute video reviewing the weekend's football that's just gone, and I'm going to concentrate on yesterday rather than Saturday because there's been some big incidents. I'm going to concentrate on three big ones really. The two incidents at Birmingham and Arsenal yesterday where fans ran onto the pitch. Jack Grealish was attacked. We'll touch on that in a minute. And of course, another fan went on to confront Ashley Young during the Arsenal Manchester United game yesterday. Both discussed that. I'm going to talk about that next. And then later on, I want to discuss a bit more about Burnley's latest defeat against Liverpool. Very disappointed how that finished out, and we actually gave them a good game as well, which is rather sad, really, from that point of view. But I want to touch on the Jack Grealish thing first because. Obviously, I didn't see the game between Birmingham and I didn't see the game between Birmingham or Villa yesterday because it clashed with at the same time as the game between Burnley and Liverpool in the Premier League. It was a 12 o'clock kick-off, so you would think it was tough. But Jack Grealish was attacked. In fact, I think he was punched from behind. Was punched from behind yesterday, and it was terrible to watch. I've seen clips of it on the television, on Sky Sports News and stuff, and I was appalled by what I saw. Now obviously, Birmingham Villa is a very passionate derby. I covered one for the YouTube channel, did commentary on that one, and I absolutely loved the game. It was, the game at Villa Park. It was a great game, but it passed off without any incident. The game at St Andrews, I believe, was a bit of a scrappy affair, which was won by Jack Grealish later on in the match, but he was attacked, I think, about 10 minutes into the game. Villa had won a corner, I think, on the near side, and they were attacking the Tilton Road end by memory. And I've seen a few highlights of this. And Villa had got a corner in around about the 11th minute on the near side. And as Jack Grealish is about to get into position for that Villa corner, a Birmingham fan somehow encroaches onto the pitch, runs onto the pitch. How he got past security, no one and his dog will ever know. Which was ridiculous. I mean, the stewarding at this day and age is ridiculously poor. I think sometimes, well, it certainly was at Birmingham yesterday. He came onto the field, came from behind, hit Jack Grealish on the head. Grealish falls to the ground. To be fair to Jack, I know he's a volatile character and I know he's lost his head a few times in games, but for me, he stood up and he stepped up to the plate, kept calm, and didn't react. I admire him for that. Fantastic, and he gets a lot of bad pressures, Jack Grealish. He's a talented lad, a talented footballer, and I think he'll go on to greater things. Possibly England honours if he can get back in the Premiership, either with Villa or another club, because I think he's a fantastic talent. He's a local lad as well, which sort of makes the incident a real shame on the city of Birmingham, rather than just Birmingham City. He has brought shame. Anyway, there has been an hearing at the Birmingham Magistrates Court for the fan involved. I'm not going to mention names because I don't think it's right. So we'll keep it. But he comes from Rubery in Worcestershire. Now he hit Grealish from behind, and he admitted assault and encroachment at Birmingham Magistrates Court. He's 27 years old and he's due to be sentenced for his crimes around about this time, actually. And Grealish obviously scored the winning goal. Now, Birmingham went on to apologise to both Grealish and Villa, which was good to see, and said that the fan involved would be banned from St Andrews for life. And the club went on also to say there were no excuses for his behaviour, and it was reviewing its stadium safety procedures. During the hearing, the defence solicitor had said online threats had been made to the man in question. He was a pub worker, apparently. But he has admitted it, and he said his defence said his initial foolish intention was to go on the pitch and just whip up the crowd. Well, I'm not buying that. He just went on. I think he did go in with the intention of knocking out the guy, poor old Jack Grealish. He was very emotional and he said he broke shame on his club. Quite frigging rightly so, mate. Absolute disgraceful. Grealish Gordon Taylor's discarded from the PFA as disgraceful and cowardly. And of course, it's ridiculous. I mean, here's what I think will happen. Now, I know Birmingham, and he's only one fan, right? So he doesn't reflect. It doesn't reflect Birmingham City supporters in any way, shape, or form. But you cannot ignore that sort of attack. You know, players should be allowed to play football in a safe and secure environment. That's why we've got police there, we've got stewards there, we've got people there to protect the fans, to protect the players from the fans encroaching. Now, whether or not some dopey steward was half asleep and this guy got through and attacked Grealish, well, I don't know. He just came onto the pitch from nowhere and poor old Grealish caught one. It's not on. The stewarding has to be looked at. I'm sure the FA will do a thorough investigation and come down hard on Birmingham City because it brought shame on the football club. I'm sure the majority of Birmingham City supporters are fantastically well behaved. There's no problem. I mean, when Birmingham come up to Burnley, I've spoken to a couple of Birmingham fans and they've been fantastic guys. Straight as a die with me. Fantastic, no problems, and I've always wished them well. But unfortunately, it's going to react badly on the proper fans, the proper Birmingham fans, and the football club because of actions of one foolish individual. And that's sad, really, but that's the punishment. I think the FA will probably end up having Birmingham play behind a couple of games, possibly behind closed doors. I don't know, but one thing's for certain, that incident should never have happened at all. And then there was another attack, another pitch invasion at Arsenal yesterday, at Arsenal, and I'm sure the FA will have to look into that. When Ashley Young was confronted, I presume, by an Arsenal fan, when Arsenal won by 2-0 at the Emirates yesterday. So my problem is this. You've got to let players play in a safe and secure environment. That's why we have the steward in there. So, all right, being passionate, there's been passionate, then there's been over passionate and overdoing it. And I feel that some of the Birmingham, one individual was over the top yesterday, and I'm glad that Birmingham have made an example of him and banned him from the ground for life. And I'm sure the FA, and I'm sure the punishment will be banning from football grounds for life, because we don't need idiots like that in the game. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So that's my opinion on what happened yesterday. Real black day, really, for football in general. As for my team, well, I mean, we're up against. I mean, we've had a bad weekend. All our rivals won. Cardiff won. Newcastle won. Brighton won against Palace. Newcastle won on some dodgy officiating. Their winning goal looked about 5 mile offside. 5 of them were about a mile offside, but the goals were allowed to stand. Not a lot you can do when you're not playing. So we had to play Liverpool yesterday lunchtime. We led for a free goal. I have to say, a freakish goal direct from a corner. Sorry about that. A freakish goal direct from a corner. Ashley Westwood scoring direct from a corner. It may have been. I have to say, I've got to be honest. I thought we were lucky to get that, to be honest, because Alisson was impeded by James Tarkowski, but we were able to get away with it. Got in front. I thought, oh great, we might have a good day for a change, and then a mix-up between Mo Salah. Looked a handball at first glance on the build-up, but that does not excuse the bad defending, because Tarks and Heaton trying to cut it out, got in each other's way. Firmino had an easy tap in, 1-1, and then what was Henrik and Bardsley doing on the second goal? He was a complete and utter shambles. Henrik said, right, you have it, Phil. Phil tries to clear. Great block, to be fair, by Madam Milana. Taylor came in with a good tackle to deny Salah, but it came really nicely for Sadio Mane to stick into the back of the net and to give Liverpool the lead at half-time. And then in the second half, we battled, and then for some reason Tom Heaton's kick was an appalling kick, and in the end it allowed Firmino to have an easy tap in, and make it 3-1, and I thought that's it now, game, set and match. 3 preventable fucking goals for heaven's sake was a joke. And then obviously we get back into it. Klopp was complaining that the goal should have been chalked off. Gudmundsson scored, but once again, Dyche has got it wrong again tactically with his substitutions. And I'm sick of saying it. I'm sick of actually shouting about it now because I just can't be bothered with it. And then obviously Mane goes up the other end and gets clear and scores a fourth, and puts us in massive trouble now, because the problem we've got now is that was a game that we needed to win. And I went on social media and argued with that with Burnley's media manager Darren Bentley yesterday. I said this was a must-win game. We've conceded 4 poor goals, but he hid behind the excuses. Oh, well, it's Liverpool. I don't care whether we're playing Liverpool or Hamilton Academicals. Those 4 goals were fucking preventable. It was a joke. It was a disappointment. I know Liverpool are going for the title and they're playing some great football. And to be fair to Liverpool, they're playing football out of this world. No one can argue with that. Not even me. Right? But when you gift a team like Liverpool, who on their day can cause you all sorts of problems, 4 fucking goals like that, then questions and inquests need to be asked of what were the Burnley players playing at. My Auntie Margaret could have done better on any of those 4 goals. She would have put her foot through it first of all when Jeff Henry decided to dawdle and play to Phil Bardsley. She would have probably cleared the first one. Just completely brainless from our back 5. Goalkeeper and back 4. And then Jeff Henry on the right was completely ineffective. He was poor. He was lethargic. And Chris Wood, he was just lazy. At least Crouchy and Ridge came on and did actually something. But by then the game had gone. And Dyche can't get away with it that easily either. Tactically wrong. Substitutions were wrong. Everything about it was wrong. And I'm sick of it now. The Leicester game now is a must-winner next week, because if we don't win that, as far as I'm concerned, because Cardiff had a lucky win against West Ham, I'm just peeved off. I'm just peeved off. We've got to beat. I think we have to beat Leicester. I think we need to win our next 2 or 3 games, and we have to beat Cardiff. Otherwise, we're down, and that is annoying. We were a team that finished 7th. We were a team that not 6 to 8 months ago were playing in fucking Europe. The attitude, the January window was appalling. 1 player in and a 38-year-old. The whole club has been a shambles, and yet you get people like Mike Green, our technical director, who's supposed to be in charge of our transfer, saying, oh, we had a good window, oh, we'll stay up. Oh, well and good being positive, but the cold hard facts are these. And I hope Daz Bentley's listening as well, because I'm going to be putting this video out on Twitter as well, on his account. The cold hard facts are these. We haven't won in 3 matches. We gifted Palace and Newcastle wins as well, on top of that. We gave away some poor goals against Palace. We gave away a couple of poor goals against Newcastle. Well, not the first one, because that was a touch of genius from their centre-back. But the second one that Longstaff got, that was a preventable goal. The last 3 games, we've been a joke. And not even the football club or even the media man can actually see that. It's a joke. The Burnley fans should be being offered apologies from the team and the fan and the football club. And as for Mike Garlick, he's an absolute joke of a chairman as well. But I'm not going to get into that. But something needs to turn in the next few games. Maybe get Emmerich out the team and put Johan Berg Gudmundsson up, because I think we seem to look a bit more of a threat when he came on, albeit a bit too late, Dyche. So, I know we scored 2 goals, but the 4 goals, I mean, if it had been a little bit more switched on 2 or 3 of them, we might have actually drawn and won the game. But the cold hard facts are we're 2 points above the trapdoor, and we are in massive danger now. And I'm starting to worry like I've never worried for a long, long time with Burnley. Probably since the Lincoln Cup defeat the other couple of years ago. But something needs to change. I don't know what. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you're having a smashing Monday. Hopefully we'll be back on commentary duty for the FA Cup at the weekend after my gallstones problems. But gallstones, I had an attack of the gallstones again on Saturday. I was in agony. I couldn't sleep at all a wink. So I've had a long sleep last night and a lie-in this morning. So I feel a lot bit better now. So hopefully that should be okay. But if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and stay subscribed to the channel. And what do you guys think? And I'm going to throw another question out. I want your opinions in the comments below. What should happen as regards the Jack Grealish incident? Do you think the Birmingham fan was right to be banned for life? And do you think Birmingham City should play behind closed doors? Let me know in the comments below if you want to have your 2 pence from that. Respectfully, please, no swearing. Otherwise, the comments won't go up. But until then, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And I'll see you later. Ta-ra.